Morning. I've got an early start this morning. We actually have a friend coming down from Melbourne to catch up for lunch, and to fit that sort of thing in without spoiling a work day, we start at 6:30. So today is mainly, pretty much only, working on the challenge of the month. So finishing off the compilation video, then judging and recording and releasing the announcement video. Big day. It gets harder and harder, and I feel like a jerk every time because of all the people I don't include, because there are so many that are like on the fence, and I just have to try and I have to be kind of strict in terms of limiting the content of the showcase video. Anyway. The visitor we caught up with for breakfast
Colin.
was Colin. Hi, Colin.
Hey, everyone.
I'm actually judging Challenge of Month entries, and I'm appreciating having another animator's eye to help me with different entry judging, because it's very difficult. What did you just say when we were discussing these entries?
We're discussing what needs to go into the maybe pile or whatnot, and it's emotionally crippling.
Exactly. This is what I say every time.
You don't know these people, but their energy, their soul comes through on a personal level.
But then you have to say no to people. And this is a pile of 33 showcase entries, and now we need to cut 13 to make it a conceivable amount of time for a video.
Yeah. So it's nearly half, I think. It's fun though.
It's great to look at. It's very fun. It's just, it's emotionally painful.
There's a lot of good things that
can't stay.
Did we find the winner?
Yeah, but you're not allowed to tell anyone.
No.
Go away.
When does it get announced?
Nah, thanks for visiting, man. What'd you say?
Thanks, Owen. When does it get announced?
Today. So by the time this vlog is up, the winners will be out there.
Oh, exciting. I like the internet.
Cool. Thanks for your help, man.
Alright, and congratulations to the winners.
Cheers, bro.
See you guys.
Are you keen on doing a thing? Colin might do a breakdown of the finalists, their actual animations on his channel. So
we had to do a lot just then in trying to figure out who.
It's difficult, but if that happens, I'll mention it in the vlog and I'll post it. So.
Yeah, there's lots to talk about.
What we know about running a competition.
You were just saying people get angry when there are good prizes.
When there are prizes, people get angry.
And I'm terrified.
They don't mean
I'm terrified this month because it's all excited to announce the biggest prize pool we've ever had. But when it comes down to judging, aside from knowing you're disappointing people, what people don't understand behind the scenes is we get anger. We get angry emails and angry comments from people who disagree with our decisions. I got people that are angry. Can
I just explain this? Which is where the conversation started. We started recording halfway through this conversation because I was explaining to Jazza that I've got emails where people are angry because they have spelt the email wrong when they've entered, spelt the word challenge wrong, or and then one person entered jazzastudio.com, and not necessarily those, it's multiple people that have done it, and it's just unfortunate.
It's going to happen when there are hundreds.
It's going to happen, yeah.
With these competitions, we have no room for movement. We cannot give an inch to a late entry, to someone who's just outside of the parameters of the rules, because if we do that for one person,
it's unfair.
There are hundreds of people who would want the same thing. So we just can't.
It just becomes really muddy. So that's why all of these competitions have terms and conditions.
And I think we actually, in a way, sort of dread the animation competitions in particular, to be completely honest, because they happen more rarely and because the prizes are bigger. There's more at stake, and I think animators also tend to be typically more emotionally invested in their craft.
They worked in it for a long time.
Because you sit at this computer hammering away for days for one sequence of motion, where an artist could create 5 or 10 pictures. So there's a lot of dedication and emotional investment that comes with that territory, which I understand. But on the flip side of the coin, we cop the whiplash of that by hosting this competition.
Every year. Animation
It's only the
competition.
second year.
Yeah.
And we haven't even released winners yet.
by
We're just so scared though, because like...
Took us by surprise last year.
Even announcing the theme, we thought, would be really clear and all this stuff, and we had more complaints than ever before about the restrictions, about the, and...
Sorry if you got one of our dear participant emails, but that's how we have to do it, especially with the animation challenge, because basically announce challenge, get 400 emails.
By the time you see this vlog, the winner announcement video will be up. That's my thing today. That's what I'm doing today. And if you have a chance, if you're watching that video and you see comments of people complaining, hopefully it doesn't happen. I'm praying that it doesn't happen. But if it happens and people criticize the decision, like, a little backup always helps, and I appreciate that you guys have come through
positivity, keep the community positive. It's one thing that Jazza loves.
It's the only part of my channel that leans towards the negative, and the more I put into it, the more heavily it leans to the negative, and that really hurts me, like, because I put so much into making this work for people, and I was just, the reason we started filming is because I was talking to Mrs. Jazza, and I was just like, I always feel like I should throw in the towel sometimes, like, if you do something that, the more you do it and the more you put into it, the less it's appreciated.
Teachers feel like that every day.
Yeah, I know thousands of people would be disappointed if I stopped doing it. Like, I know that.
You can't win in these scenarios. You can't win because what did my dad always say? You can please some of the people some of the time. You can never please all the people all the time. So we just have to come to terms with that, but...
And I know it's special. I know that there's nowhere else really on YouTube that does this. And I know that there isn't as vibrant and active and artistic community in these competitions in the way that we have. Like, it's really special. But I think a lot of people sometimes take for granted what it takes to make that happen.
Why do you think they have in all the competitions, like they have a little thing? Exactly. In every competition, because everyone always wants to argue a reason why the thing that they invested so much in should have won, or even just a different thing should have won. Everyone has different opinions, and that's okay. But this competition is Jazza's competition.
Anyways,
I've said that before.
I've picked the winners. I've picked the finalists. It's time to record the announcement video. I feel like I need a coffee and to pep myself up before then, though, because
you're gonna come in because I'm gonna have some lunch because I haven't even eaten. I haven't eaten breakfast or lunch, and I've got to send out a whole load of business emails this afternoon.
Anyways, back to work. On top of all that stress, my computer just spazzed out and crashed on me, so let's see how much of the work I've done is lost. It at least saved the Premiere file and the organization of who I've sorted into what winning and showcase piles, but I've been putting together a Word document to try and save the links and emails and names of the people, and that's all gone, so I have to start from scratch. A lot of fun. Let's keep going. Okay, I've had lunch, I've had a coffee, I've got my setup ready, and I've had a short break, so hopefully I can hit this thing running. The bummer about recording the announcements of the winner videos is that the process can be really tricky because it's half improvised, so I'm really hoping it goes smoothly, because what would be really frustrating is if I couldn't get a sentence right. But I'm going to just take it slow and get it done. G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza, and this video is the showcase and the announcement of the winners to the 2016 Animation Challenge. It's really hot in here, but I'm trying to get footage of a silly walk to open up the video with. I've done a few takes, but I'm not very good at it. This is it. It's 7 PM and I've still got work to do. I'm going to go inside and have dinner, and then I have to come in and finish up. It should probably take an hour to finish it later tonight, but yeah, that's a bummer. Question of the day. That anime guy says, is the 21 draw challenge random or decided by how good the artist is? I don't know. I don't want it to be based on skill level, because I want, beginners or kids to have a chance. So I don't know. I'm going to just follow my heart
I have no answer for that. Probably a mix of the two, maybe. I don't know. I'll get some input from Mrs. Jazza. But yeah, that being said, I was going to pick a winner today, and I've not gotten around to it. So it's going to happen sometime next week. I'm so sorry. But I mean, I'll probably announce it like later next week and pick it early to mid next week. Sorry about the indecisiveness there. I'm going to wrap up the vlog for the day. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. So, just a quick extra update. I don't know if we were being melodramatic. I guess I built up a paranoia because I don't know, it's a lot of pressure to take on to feel like it's within your power to disappoint a lot of people. But the videos are up and people have been pretty supportive, pretty good about it all so far. So I'm hoping that continues, and I appreciate you guys keeping an eye out for me and being such a positive part of the community. And I think, to be honest, lately my videos have been a lot more of a pleasant community in the comments and stuff, and I think a big part of that is you guys, the fact that you're all so active and you know, a positive voice in the Draw with Jazza and art community. So thank you. Anyways, see you tomorrow.